Okay, I'm back. Some of you were freaked out because I disappeared very suddenly. But I'm here and I see hearts. I see hearts, you guys. Thanks. This thing is such a trip. Anyway, so what I found out in my first podcast is that I can actually plan for a good time to have my first Periscope, but I can't exactly plan for my dog to go outside to go to the bathroom. That kind of happens on her time. So some of you out there said you still had more Survivor questions, so give them to me. Let's see. Have you seen Mad Dog? No, I have not seen Mad Dog, and I absolutely love Mad Dog, and I miss her terribly. And I'm hoping to see her again soon. I don't know when that will be. Thank you so much for the hearts, and thank you for the love. Do casting agents look at audition videos on YouTube? You know, I don't know. Honestly, I have absolutely no idea about casting people in general. I don't know. I'm sure Survivor casting people do look on YouTube if there's an exceptional video that there's a buzz about. Why not? Put it everywhere you can. That's what I say. Okay, so I had some other questions about what to put on your audition tapes. Now, it's very tricky because you want to make sure to be as real as you possibly can. Nobody wants to see you act. I think I said that already the first time around. Who has more of a chance to win, Kimmy or Jeff? I think Jeff might have the upper edge, but you never know. Kimmy's been through a lot, so she's pretty tough now, and I don't know. I'm just excited to see the both of them play. The video, should it be really dynamic, or would something like this where you just talk? Absolutely not. Do not send a video into them where you sit in front of a camera and talk. You do not want to be a talking head. You want to show them as many different aspects of your personality as humanly possible in your 3-minute time frame for that video. Show yourself hiking, you know, if that's what you do, bike riding if that's what you do, any physical activity. Very, very important that they see as much as they possibly can in 3 minutes of your personality. And that's why I also said that it's good for them to know what you do for a living and how important that is to you, and how you handle conflict. It's very important. They want to know how you interact with other people and, you know, see how you are in a stressful situation, because it's going to help a lot to know what kind of person you're going to be on Survivor. Would you play again for a 4th time? Yeah, I guess if I didn't have anything else going on. Yeah. But it's hard to say, man. Most underrated Survivor player in your opinion? Are you asking me? Is it true Kelly Wigglesworth dropped out? What? I did not hear that. I absolutely did not hear that. Is that, where did you guys hear that Kelly Wigglesworth dropped out of Second Chances? Oh my gosh, I would be so mad at her if she did that. What do I have going on these days? Oh gosh, let's see. I make jewelry now out of, this is some of the stuff that I make. Would you guys like to see my workshop? I'm going to take a little tour of my workshop. Yeah, I know. I hope it's just a rumor. So here's one of the things I'm up to now. Jeff Probst, is he fun? I don't know. I don't get to hang out with him anymore. Not like the old days. Okay, I hope that's a rumor. So yeah, here's some of the jewelry I make. Everything I make is out of antique silverware. It's all silver plated. It's I make it all by hand. I handcraft absolutely everything. This is one of my favorite pieces. Okay, so it was a rumor. Okay, thank God. Who from Survivor am I closest to? You know, I still love Mitchell. I just adore Mitchell. Here's some of my cuff rings. Yes, I have jewelrybyjerri.com. I just got done doing a jewelry show, so a lot of this stuff is not available. Well, this stuff is available, but a lot of stuff on my website is not. You need to do a pro bono attorney. What? Canadians cannot do Survivor. I know, it sucks. So yeah, this is where all the magic happens. This is where I do all my jewelry making. And I'm going to be doing some of these little venues here on Periscope where I show you exactly how I make the jewelry. And yes, that's a dirt bike. I also ride dirt bikes. Yeehaw! Have you thought about taking your jewelry on Shark Tank? Should I take it on Shark Tank? I thought that was more for like creating businesses. I don't know. Shark Tank. Worst ever challenge you faced in this series? Are you talking about when I was on? Gosh, anything that involves eating something disgusting. That's really the worst possible challenge imaginable, honestly. Do you think you would have won Heroes and Villains? Yes! I would have won Heroes and Villains. I had absolutely every jury member on my side except maybe Danielle. She was still mad that I voted her off. But I would have won Heroes and Villains had I made it to the final 3. Everyone knows that. And that was why I still have nightmares to this day. No joke. I seriously do. Let's see. What players did you want to see on the second chance ballot who weren't? On the ballot, well, I would have loved to see Mad Dog on the ballot. I would have loved to see Lex, but he already played twice. Let's see, I just watched that season. I was rooting for you. Thank you, Survivor Fan 1999. I appreciate you rooting for me. One of these times, maybe I will get on there and maybe I will win. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? Here's another piece of my jewelry. This is made out of a cocktail fork with a little boot on it. Right? Mad Dog would be amazing on that season if she got a second chance. I don't know if she would do it again. Let's see. What else you guys have? You want to know more about video stuff? Like what you would like, what you should put on your, how much does Russell suck? I try not to talk about him too much. I know I do not talk to Parvati. I wish that I did. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's in New York now, so I probably won't see her again unless she's on a Legends season. Andrew Savage, oh my gosh, yeah, he's totally going to rock it, and so is Terry Dietz. I absolutely love Terry Dietz. If you guys haven't checked out my one-on-one interviews I did with Terry Dietz, Kimmy Kappenberg, Jeff Varner, and T-Bird, who didn't make it, and it breaks my heart, go to the stream.tv and look at the interviews I did with them. They turned out really good, and I got to, talk to my old friends. How was it fighting Siri in the Heroes and Villains Sumo Challenge? She kicked my ass, man. Like, seriously, she totally kicked my ass. It was so unfair. That was a really bad one-on-one match. How about Keith Nail? I love Keith. He's very entertaining. He didn't really know much about the game of Survivor, so I'm really curious to see if this time going on he's going to do better. What happens after the video if you make it through? You get an interview from the video. That's it. And no, I'm not wearing leather pants. I'm wearing sweats. Keith is better than Woo. Yeah, Woo is... No, I don't know why Woo is even there. How close was the Heroes and Villains final immunity challenge? So close, you guys. I still have nightmares about it to this day. I was literally 12 inches away from winning $1 million. I reached here, and Russell reached here, and the necklace was here and not here. It was that close. If you go back and watch it, it's disgusting and despicable to see. I still have nightmares. I'm not kidding about that at all. So excited to see about Pai Gi. You know what? I'll admit, I can't remember her. And I want to remember her because she's kind of older seasons, and I heard from a lot of people that she was really good, and I can't remember anything about her. Oh, you guys, thanks for all the hearts. I love this. China, yeah, that's it. I missed that season because I was going through some personal PTSD from the All-Stars. I didn't watch probably 4 or 5 seasons after. Is it true Elizabeth hates you guys? Oh, I don't know. She's off doing her thing, being, uber right-winged Republican and spouting, her parents' philosophies on life. I don't know anything about Elizabeth anymore. Peggy threw the challenge to get James the Gravedigger out. Oh, yeah. Well, she got James. That's pretty big. Good job on improving each time you return to play. Colby seemed to... Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I felt I was very proud of the way I played Heroes versus Villains. Very proud of the way I played, and I wanted to win so bad, you guys. Oh, it's so frustrating, you know. So I know if I go back, I am definitely going to give it my 1,000% and fix the things I did wrong in that season. Oh, and there's a question: would you have done anything differently? Yes. At the end, after that challenge, that final challenge, Russell and I had had many talks about what was going to happen if either one of us won that final immunity challenge, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him before. No, I didn't date Coach. He was supposed to take me out on a date, and he totally flaked on me. So that was enough. So, yeah, I really wish that what I had done after that final immunity challenge on Heroes and Villains was just hit Russell up and follow him around and, like, not let him out of my sight. That didn't happen. There was a lot going on the beach, and I didn't get the opportunity to talk to him before that final tribal council. And it was really, I think, part of the downfall, because I know that I feel like I could have convinced him to get rid of, I was trying to get rid of Parvati. And even Sandra, if he felt strongly about that, because, think about it, going to the final three with a woman who has 3 kids and her husband is in war, that is like a lot of fodder to get people to vote for her. Anyway, it didn't happen, and I'm still working on letting it go. You winning on the 4th time would be your perfect arc. I agree. I totally agree. So let's try to make that happen. Yes, we did not know who Russell was when we played Heroes and Villains, and had we seen him play in Samoa, absolutely 100%, we would have gunned after him and gotten him off immediately. He would have been target number 1, and Boston Rob close behind. Do you think that disappeared. Yeah, I think it was really unfair that none of us knew who Russell was before we played with him, but we also didn't know who Rupert was, really, on All-Stars, if you guys didn't know that. All-Stars had aired right before we left, or let's see, we shot All-Stars right when Panama with Rupert was airing. So I saw 2 episodes with Rupert. I saw him steal some shoes, and I saw everybody loving on him, and then next thing you know, I was on a beach with them. So that was another very strained relationship. Would I ever play with Amber again? Absolutely. I'd play with Amber again, 100%. What types of people get on Survivor the most? Interesting people who have some kind of flirty sex appeal and a good sense of humor and are very passionate about their jobs and their life and their families. Those are the kind of people that get on Survivor. Not necessarily people who are super passionate about being on Survivor. For some reason, that's kind of a turn off to casting people. So I really urge you people out there, when you make your videotape, really focus on your life. Stress all the things you're passionate about in your life, with your family and your job, and just, be passionate about life. Don't be passionate so much about Survivor, because for some reason that's really a turn off to casting. And I know how badly you want to get on. My friend Justin, that I do the Survivor After show, yes, you can be passionate in a hateful way. Yes, that's passion. Either way. Either way, it just shows that you have something other than Survivor that you're passionate about, because that's a fear of theirs, that they get people on Survivor who are so passionate about being on Survivor that they won't play the game because they're afraid of getting voted out, versus someone who's just passionate about all the different things in their life, and this is just one more thing to add on to your resume. Survivor is just one thing to add on. I trust, in hindsight, are you pleased with your reputation as a villain? Absolutely. I embrace my villainous nature. I tend to be a villain in real life when I'm pushed up against a wall. If someone challenges me, yes, I can be what would be considered a villain. I like to also consider that nature to also just be a very proactive, aggressive person who, when I see something I want, I go for it, They love that on Survivor. So keep that in mind when you're making your videotape as well. Amazing TV character, probably the best. Well, thank you. I'm still trying to make it as an actress, and it tends to be very frustrating for me sometimes, because I know you guys out there who support me want to see me do something, and maybe this whole Periscope thing might be the way to really show the casting people of the shows I've been trying to get on that there is an audience out there that wants to see what I'm going to do next with my life. And I want to share that with you guys. I've been an actor since I was 9 years old, and that's something I'm very passionate about. Let's see, you should always make a new video. If you're going to submit yourself again, make a new video. Never send in the same one twice. Nobody wants to see the same information regurgitated. They want to see if maybe you learned something from your first video, or something in your life has changed and something more exciting is happening that doesn't have to do with Survivor. I cannot stress that enough. You'll go far because perseverance pays off. Yes, perseverance does pay off. Absolutely. It's also very good to know your limitations in life. You know, I'll never be a doctor. I'll never be a tennis player. Those are just things that I know are not in my repertoire. I was in a Faith Hill music video. That was the very first acting job I ever did. I think it was in 1990. I think it was in 1990, something like that. 1989, maybe. Gosh, no. 1991, something like that. Yeah. It was a really cool gig. And here's a little story about that. Actually, when I did Faith Hill's music video, when I got on set, she had curly hair like mine, and they were like, oh, no. We need to straighten your hair, because they didn't want the two of us to look similar. So they straightened my hair in Orlando, Florida, and my hair got so big by the end of that video shoot. It was ridiculous, like no joke. If you go back, if you can find that video, you can see how huge my hair was. It was crazy. So yeah, back to the Survivor video. You guys really want to know this stuff, and I'm telling you honestly, straight up, what they're looking for. Do you think the next few seasons will have a lighter tone with the Shireen and Will incident? No. You know what? I think whatever happens out there is going to be shown, especially if there's conflict, period. That's just the way reality TV works. I will take this moment to express one more time that I do not condone domestic violence. I do not think that what Will did to Shireen was okay. It was totally uncool. It was way over the top. But I think people forget to actually look at what caused that, and that was Shireen questioning Will's integrity. And for some people, that is a trigger. That is a button that pushes them to say and do things that aren't right, that aren't fair, that aren't cool. But let's look at the whole picture and try not to just villainize Will, because he has apologized, and I think Shireen is not ready for an apology. So that's their thing. A celebrity version of Survivor, like The Apprentice. I wish they would do a celebrity version of Survivor, because I would really like to see those celebrities out there trying to do what we do. And there are celebrities who are totally in love with Survivor. Okay, I got to wrap this up. My battery is dying. Are there any last questions, things? Let's see. Who are you rooting for on Worlds Apart? Oh, gosh, I don't know. Honestly, Mike, absolutely. What was the worst every challenge you faced? How dangerous? Oh, the cliff diving challenge on Survivor in Australia was the most dangerous thing that's ever been done on Survivor. And the guys that test things for safety told me on Heroes and Villains, they were like, you know what? If we had been around for that season, that would have never happened. That cliff challenge would never have happened. We could have gotten whiplash. We could have broken something. It was like a 70-foot cliff. It was the scariest thing I've ever done, and I will never do it again. My natural confidence. You know what? I've had my family believes in me, and they always have, and they support me no matter what I do. And, for those out there from broken families that don't have that, and you're trying to find your own self-confidence, just go find something you're passionate about and go for it, man. Seriously, just do it. No one's stopping you but yourself, period. There's so many things you can do with yourself. If you're a creative person, there's tons of creative outlets, which is why I started doing jewelry, and I produce and narrate audiobooks. I'll show you my in-home studio next time. All right, it's nice talking to all you guys. Thanks again for all the hearts, and thanks for tuning in. And I'm going to keep doing this because this is fun, and I love getting all of your questions and answering them. And, oh, gosh, you guys, honestly, thank you so much. Stay tuned. Tell your friends to follow me, and we'll go on some adventures together. I'll drive you through Hollywood or whatever. Twitter me at Jerri Manthey, and let me know if there's anything out there that you want me to take you on, like a journey you want me to take you on here in Hollywood, or something like that. Ask me some more questions. All right? I love you guys, and take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.